Uh-oh, some pony looks bummed out. Are you going to tell me what's on your mind, or are you going to bum me out on our break more than everything else around here does? It's just weird, isn't it? All of it. Everything going from being completely regular to all of this in minutes. And we literally couldn't have been more prepared for it. Ha! Prepared for it? I don't think any pony was prepared for the world to go to shit that quick. And what do you mean weird? Things like this happen all the time in Equestria. It's like we attract this nonsense. Yeah, I guess you're right. I feel like this is pretty bad, though. I mean, hell, 5 weeks now and still nothing's changed? I certainly don't have good hopes. And I meant you, me, and Shirtfuse. We were prepared. Before the virus, we were putting ourselves in life-threatening danger every day. We've basically trained to survive something like this. Stunt artists, huh? Maybe it wasn't such a reckless decision after all. So you reckon we'd be dead if we didn't do all that practice? Maybe not. I think we'd be less good at surviving, but we're all great flyers, so I'm sure that'd keep us safe enough. Oh, I don't know about that, Lightning. It didn't help your rainbow-head friend, or those other 2 Wonderbolts that got bit. Sorry. Sore subject, huh? I don't know. Thinking about it feels weird. And wearing this uniform feels weird. It makes me think of Rainbow Dash and how shitty I was to her and her little sister. Like, no wonder she hated my guts. I put her friends and family in danger twice, and then never even said I was sorry. Yeah, you were pretty shitty. And so was I. I know our thing's all about reckless endangerment, but we don't have the right to endanger any pony else but ourselves. And bringing a younger pony into it who just couldn't fully understand the risks of what we do was just downright selfish. Pretty horrible, really. Yeah. Since the outbreak, I've started to realize that I've made a lot of selfish decisions. That included. And I kind of feel like if the outbreak hadn't happened, then I'd probably still be making them. And again, wearing this uniform and being back at the Wonderbolt Academy after being so proud of my title as a washout just feels so strange. It makes me feel like I was using being in the washouts as a way to excuse my awful behavior and trying to find a way to justify it when, really, I should have just stopped and tried to become a better pony. I've not been good to ponies who are good to me. And wearing this uniform instead of my washouts one just makes me feel like I'm cosplaying as a good person. And even then, I know that I was never going to change my ways and become a better pony. I was always going to avoid it instead. Like, it was easier that way. And I don't feel good about that. And it sucks so much that it's taken the world ending for me to be able to admit that. And now I can't even say sorry to the ponies I mistreated, like Rainbow Dash, because they're gone. I couldn't say it before out of some terrible pride, and now I can't say it at all. And then I think about what we were talking about before, how we could have been in her horseshoes if we didn't have that stunt training, which we wouldn't have even gotten if I wasn't such an asshole to Dash in the first place. That I might not have lived through this if I was never an asshole at Wonderbolt Academy, if I was never kicked out. And I try to use that as a way to justify it, that I could be dead if I wasn't awful before, but I just can't. It's a stupid excuse and I feel too guilty. And then I feel selfish for feeling guilty because it's not even about what I did to Rainbow Dash and her sister and 500,000 other ponies. It's about me. Yikes. Okay, sorry for the monologue. Yeah, I knew something was getting you down. You're alright, kid. As some pony who's made a long mess of bad decisions throughout her life, I'm probably not the best pony to give advice, but what I'm hearing is that you're feeling shitty because you've been shitty, and because of that, you've hurt people. So, stop being shitty. You can't change what you did, but at least you can make a change now, right? Just because your rainbow-haired friend died doesn't mean you can't say sorry to any pony else. Her sister's back at HQ. We start with her. And honestly, if you come to terms with how you've behaved, and understand that it was wrong, and clearly regret your actions, then I reckon you're already on your way to redeeming yourself for them. Maybe you could use this apocalypse as a fresh start, huh? Maybe. That's the spirit. Now hurry up and finish your sandwich.